Hello and welcome to Warface. So, this game recently became free to play for everyone on PlayStation 4. It was available in August, but you had to buy into it. Which I have my own personal gripes about, mostly because it's a 5-year-old game and buying into early access for a 5-year-old game. Just why? Well, that's really all my point that I had, but... So, I picked this up when it first came out, played a little bit. I played it on PC, and I thought I'd play it here. Oh, guys got a SPAS 12.
Their intentions are clear. To appropriate the region's energy reserves. We will put an end to their activities. We must eliminate
Damn, this M9 is solid.
personnel.
Dropping fools. Yeah, so this is a 5-man PvE game, and yeah, expect that lag a lot. Their best server for Central is in Texas, so it's kind of just raw garbage. Oh, balls. So it's bad. Like, I play Battlefield 1, you know, getting the real-time positions and updating my position constantly, so, you know, 63 other people, 44 ping. This game, I get a ping, at best, of 71. Yeah, that's my best, is 71. I've lagged out. That's how bad the servers get. Which isn't exactly the way to incentivize people to play your game, but who am I to say? But yeah, so in this, it is a up to 5-man PvE game with heavily curated weapon sets. If you're a medic, you get shotguns. No ifs, ands, or buts. As you can tell, I'm a little annoyed by that. And by a little, I mean very. Because I think it's very arbitrary. And while, yes, it makes it so, you know, you have to specialize and rely on every class already has a unique thing. Riflemen resupply ammo, snipers snipe things, engineers restore your ammo or your armor plates, medics heal and revive. So everybody has a job. Just adding additional crap just seems unnecessary. The other problem, along with the servers and weapons, tends to be, this is actually a rare instance, but most of the time, you end up with a team of people who, the best way I would describe my average teammate is the kind of person who had lead-based paint for their nursery, typically ate glue as a child, and can be best described as a goblin. And I know that's a very harsh view, but some of the people I've had are just bad. Like, the instructions even say, like, hey, kill a heavy gunner. You need to get behind them. And I've had people just run up and start shooting them in the chest. Only to get just torn a new one. Which is unfortunate, because the game itself isn't half bad. Oh, heavy gunner. So we get to test this theory out, how well my team handles it. But we have a higher level guy. I'm not gonna say high, because no one's really high level. What I will give this game props on, though, is the weapon variety. There is a ton of weapon variety within each class. Like, it's honestly pretty impressive how many guns they have in this.
Hit the energy pack on the gunner's back.
Oh yeah, and you also slide, but the distance you slide for how little you might move makes me think you're like the most well-lubed man in existence. Because I mean, watch this. Yeet. I slid over a rock. I'll tell you right now, if you try sliding like this over a rock, you're gonna end up bleeding out of your butthole.
Helicopter is inbound. Prepare
Honestly,
for
I'm impressed by
strike.
this team already. They've done better than I expected.
Evac is ready to go. You have only 20 seconds.
The game does follow the Asian shooter and MMO style of you rent weaponry. You can get some things permanently, but most of the time you rent and you have to repair gear,
Can't wait. Get back
which isn't,
here.
you know, the greatest, but it works. It's a thing. They have a lot of maps, like you can do these little missions and they have special operations where you can fight in like Chernobyl and Egypt, because you can fight in a pyramid. You fight cyborg zombie things, and it's pretty nutty. But in a fun way, actually.
Behind enemy lines.
Instead of bad.
Defend it from RPG fire and escort it to safety.
And that's gonna get blown up. Let's get that grenade kill. Unless I shank it. Which isn't a shocker with me. The stamina system's a little but I get it, because otherwise everybody just be slipping, sliding, and gliding everywhere.
We're under attack. Defend the tank.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger! Danger is cleared. I will say too that, like, the design of the maps, like the missions is really cool. Like, oh, escort this vehicle. You know, they're very simple objectives. Guard this, get here.
Our vehicle is under
And it's
fire.
really fun sliding around. It is, like, it's so cool just gliding around, shotgunning dudes in the nuts. It combines two of my favorite things: high mobility without being absurd, and nut shots. And as you've seen, if you've watched my Far Cry videos, I never pass up an opportunity to hit someone in the nuts.
Checkpoint. Restoration and revival complete.
Just this guy standing behind them, just like, hey, what you doing? It is kind of confusing getting new guns, because some of them in the store are just locked. And you can buy guns that that's where the problem I have is you can buy guns with microtransaction currency, which is fine. But some of them you can buy with that currency, otherwise you have to rent. Which kind of sucks because, you know, these are demonstrably better guns. So it feels really pay to win at that point. Same as, like, as a medic, they have these improved medic kits, but all I've seen is having to turn around and buy them instead of earn them in game.
Seize it with tank support.
Maybe there's a way I can earn them in game. I haven't gotten to that point, but from an early player's perspective, it just feels really bad because it's punishing in that way, or it makes people have to pay.
Armor restored. Teammates revived.
And then this is all made on CryEngine, and I have seen people complain like, "Oh, why doesn't Crytek do this?" Crytek doesn't own this game anymore. They had so many like late payments and issues with running the company. They sold off the rights to Time Splitters, which THQ is now working on, which I'm excited for. And then they sold this to My.com, which is I believe a Russian company. They had to close the Dallas office years ago now to cover some of their losses because they couldn't pay their employees. Crytek ran into a bit of an issue. Come on, I need one more grenade kill. That's another thing is the game has essentially challenge kills, which reward you with crowns that you use in the crown store to buy certain weapons and gear. I've only seen temporary purchases, but I assume you can probably buy them permanently, but it's a way higher cost. The lack of grenades kinda hurts. Oh, there we go. Running out of stamina also kinda sucks. You wanna do some cool slide and it's just like, nope, you're tired now. You good, homie? Where be? Oh, wait for your evac.
Get
I
to
was
the
about to say, where
helicopter
is
for
the next point? Oddly enough, you can buy a ton of different versions of smoke grenades, and they create like, you can get a Canadian flag one that creates the flag of Canada in smoke. It'd be real weird if it didn't make the Canadian flag,
Evac in
though
20 seconds.
making it
Move
out
up,
of smoke
soldiers.
is pretty strange.
Only 20 seconds left. Hurry up.
Yeah, and then this is typically how matches end. Everybody just standing around shooting each other. Yay, I was number one! But that's all for right now. If you're interested in this game and you want to see more gameplay of it, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know. I'm more than willing to do more of this. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this or other content I've done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.